we're now recording.
Oh yeah.
I
Justin.
cast instant Brazilian wax.
Justin, you're
Justin.
a bitch.
Hey,
See?
Ike.
I was about to say Ike, Arson. Anything you want to say? But
I
you
was
beat
getting
me to it.
there, and Ike fucking stole it from me.
I didn't know you were about to speak! Here, we can
I
roll
was
it back.
literally saying, "Hey, Justin."
You guys said it at the same time.
Hey man, I can stop the recording and start it again. We can pretend that never happened.
No, no, that's disingenuous.
This is shit. Jesus Christ.
All right, if you're sure.
You can always say something else, Arson, if you want to.
No, it's not the same.
When we're insulting Justin, it's all the same.
Sparkle.
Anyways,
You can't see me, but I'm shaking my head back and forth.
last time on Thunder, Ice, and Everything Nice, you all, were on your last stretch of journey to White Sparrow. Along the way, you came across a little river tributary that meets up with the River Marar and found that it was lower than it should be, even considering, or especially given the season. You continued up north. Marcus used Commune with Nature to learn some interesting facts, including that there were multiple Fey signatures, and a large gathering of goblins past the village. You all continued on to White Sparrow, the city proper, where you found a village tucked into the shadow of the spine of the world. You entered the tavern where you met the owner, Amanda Jess. Yeah, Amanda Jess. And also saw the very strange, large stone hand sticking out of the ground. Ylif got tongue stuck to it. And you guys went to the hot spring, where Blossom antagonized Mab only to discover that her hand could not feel the warmth of the hot spring water.
Oops.
There was a heart-to-heart between Helu and Ylif. And then Ylif took Blossom out for some endurance training, which ended with Blossom attempting to cast a spell, resulting in a surge.
All in good jest.
All in good jest. As
Sure.
is standard for Blossom, but it resulted in a
Never
surge.
thinking about the consequences.
Never. Which resulted in a surge that put Blossom in the Feywild for a few seconds, really. But it was long enough to see the strangest vision of Helu walking side by side with some gloaming knights. We pick up with Blossom in the snow from where Ylif had not dropped her, but you know.
I would like to point of order. The second Blossom disappeared after casting a spell, Ylif, despite the eyes on her, is immediately shouting for Marcus.
I mean, how long is Blossom gone for?
6 seconds.
6 seconds, right?
Yeah,
It is
single
one
round.
round. It is
But it's one of
round
those
as
things
the-
of Ylif is just soldier brain went, oh shit, okay, Marcus!
Let's see. I mean, where are you shouting this from? Outside? Because
I think right at
Marcus
the
would be in the
door.
rooms below, right?
Our rooms are on the first floor.
Yeah.
On the first floor. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess Marcus would go outside and investigate, and by then Blossom should be back, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the span of 6 seconds.
Yeah. You hear a very panicked shouting to come outside and see Blossom in the snow.
Olive, what the hell's going on, man? Just trying to relax in my room. You smack Blossom too hard or something?
I think you look over at her, and her eyes are wide in terror.
Ooh.
And she's like still has not moved from where she quote unquote fell into the Feywild. And she's just like frozen, zoned out, eyes wide. Maybe in a slight trauma loop psychologically. Until she hears you come outside.
Immediately runs over then and kneels down next to Blossom. Hey, are you okay? What's going on?
Give me a minute, please.
Oh, take your time. He's like rubbing Blossom's hands to keep him warm or whatever. Probably notices that she's extra cold for whatever reason, even for the snow outside.
I imagine you guys probably would have pulled her in at least to the front entrance.
Yeah, I was gonna recommend that, but if she says she needs a minute, if she's laying on the ground, I don't want to pull her in. You know, I think Marcus would want to wait until she's ready to get. You know, she isn't as zoned out, and then recommend to bring her inside to walk inside with them.
Mm-hmm. I think when she like fully is regrounded, in this plane, literally, she just looks up at him and is like, I saw Halu there. Halu was there.
Was where? What are you talking about, Blossom?
She was with these two knights, and in the Feywild, in Mab's lands. She was there. I saw her. And then I think I almost get up and run inside to like. I think I nearly like push Marcus aside and run in to go to check in on Halu.
Wait, Blossom, hold up. We need to talk about this. She's fine downstairs.
No, she was in the Feywild, Marcus. She was working with.
I know what you saw. Okay. Let's not rope her into this right now. I think I know what you saw. It might confirm some things. Are you saying that you were in the Feywild?
Yes. Yeah. It was the exact location where, when I first met Mab. But it was real. I'm certain it was real. And I saw Halu on the crest of the hill.
I believe you. I think I've been there too. Listen, let's go over to my room. I can try to explain things. I just don't want to overhear us.
Should we go get Sedge? Actually, no, we're getting Sedge.
Yeah, go get Sedge. I'll meet you in our room. Marcus takes Blossom by the hand and leads her inside. Probably the moment they get in the room, he probably like grabs a nearby blanket and puts it over Blossom to try to warm her up as best he can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think she just crawls up onto a bed, and just if the bed is knocked into in a corner, she's just sitting in the corner, knees to her chest, blanket around her shoulders, just kind of watching the flickering flames of a candle.
Yeah.
Oof.
Marcus is just pacing back and forth in the room trying to think about what he's going to say, put his words together.
Meanwhile, honk, me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, this is so bad.
Oh no. And this was a random roll. This was a 1 in 50 chance.
Yeah, that's the part that gets me.
It's the dice.
At this time of all times.
The dice tell a story.
Anyways.
Anyways.
But yeah, just wait on. I live in Sedge.
Yeah, Blossom shaking, partially from the cold, partially from the trauma, mostly from the lactic acid forming in her quads. Because she never got a
Gotta
proper
stretch
cool
out.
down.
I
Gotta
tried.
stretch.
He sure did. They sure did. But it was like,
Yeah, she flips on her back though and like puts her legs up on the wall. That helps, but I don't think she's gonna do that.
no.
Yeah, Ilip is like dead sprinting to Sedge's room.
Yeah, which I think said you're minding your own business. When there is a knock at
I
the
don't even
door.
knock. I just go in.
All right.
It's our room. Of course you can come in.
I thought, okay, I didn't know if we were in separate rooms or if we were sharing a room, okay? I
There's
didn't want
three
to
rooms.
presume.
Hello has a room to herself. Marcus and Blossom
Yeah.
have a and so
Okay.
theoretically.
I feel like Sedge is like trying to relax in the hot spring for once. Like nothing's happening.
Oh.
Nah.
Nothing's happening. We're not in danger at the moment. There's nothing extremely pressing that we have to deal with. So Sedge is just like,
Well,
I can relax
Joke
for
on
one
them.
night. And like he's like, I don't get to relax often. It's not something I can do regularly. So
well,
it's nice that everyone can take the day off and just have a hot spring to themselves and probably drafting up like a poem to tell to Ilith later that night. It's just like yes.
There's like a
Well?
little lavender oil, like in the
Yeah.
bath, like
Well?
candles,
Will?
oil.
Well,
And you busted.
Sedge, holy fuck!
God, wait. Yeah, and also Sedge, it's like one of those things of like Sedge naked, Ilith done like purely goes, hi, not Ilith. Blossom disappeared for 6 seconds. Saw something with Halu. Marcus knows what the fuck's going on. We're meeting in Marcus's room.
Oh my god.
Oh, god damn it.
Okay.
Starting to relax.
Give me like 5 minutes.
You don't need your armor.
Right. Well, let me get dressed at the very least.
Okay.
I'm getting dressed. And I imagine that Sedge like heaves himself out of the hot spring bath. He's like, can't have one fucking night. And and hastily gets dressed. There's still like water dripping down off his arms and stuff as he like follows Ilith back to Blossom and Marcus's room. And I guess he turns to you as we're walking, and he says, "Is Halu all right?"
Presume that.
She's okay.
I'm saying this on like on the way back.
Marcus seems to think so.
I peek my head into Halu's room.
She
Just to be sure.
She is on the floor where Ilith left her, still caterpillared, and is snoring softly. Like you could just see like her hair outside of the cocoon. Like you first think that she's like full cocoon. No, like her hair's just sort of sticking out a little bit. But you hear very snoring.
Sedge has the almost thought of, I gotta put her back in the bed, before looking at her and being like, no, never mind. And he closes the door.
Yeah, she'll be fine.
Yeah.
She's young. She won't be too sore.
The only back problems Hello has are bruises after fighting.
Yeah.
And I follow Ilith into Marcus and Blossom's room, and I kneel on the floor next to Blossom, and I say,
Uh, Blossom's in a bed in the corner of the room.
"Oh, she's not in the bed." I go
She's
to
on the bed in the
Marcus.
corner of the room.
I go to Marcus, who is next to her, and I say, "Is she all right?"
I know we joked about this before, but I do think that Marcus would have this. We joked around before that Marcus would have one of those little smoking gentleman pipes. So
Yeah,
I
with the
think he's lost,
bubbles.
he's lost in thought, kind of pacing and taking a puff or two and before he says, "Yeah, I believe she's fine." Just with
What?
what happened with Blossom, it confirms some things, a theory that I had.
I'm sorry. We can talk about that. But what in the gods are you smoking? The hell is that in your mouth? A pipe? Since when do you smoke?
I've always smoked, okay? I just, since I've regressed and since I've gone to Neverwinter, I was able to get back some of my things, it helps me think.
I'm gonna destroy your lungs. Anyway, what happened? What's your theory? You said it confirmed some things.
Yeah. The night we went over to that hot spring, just the timing of all this is crazy. Of course, this pops up when we're at another fucking hot spring. The night that we went to the hot spring, I was trying something on Hello. Ilif, I'm sure you can remember how, I'm sure you can remember our time with Entropy, right?
Yep.
I was trying something similar with Hello, but it didn't quite go as planned. When I entered Hello's dreams, I saw Hello there, but it wasn't Hello. Hello was totally blank before I was transported to, which I can now more or less confirm it's in the Feywild and in the Winterlands or whatever the hell you guys call it. And I saw Hello
Hold
there.
it.
Yeah, there you go. I saw Hello there, but Hello was not herself, and she was with two twin knights, I believe, if I remember correctly. Before they told me that her dreams belonged to them. At the time, I wasn't sure if that was just a manifestation of Hello's whole thing or something that was connected to, the pact or, the deal that they made with Mab. I wasn't sure how real it was up until now. I was planning to do a couple more dives, see what I can surmise, but with what Blossom saw, it definitely confirms that there's a good chance there's a copy of Hello walking around the Feywild when she's asleep.
What? That has to do something with the gem, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, Mab gets a little bit of Blossom's power whenever she uses it, and I'm sure this is what she's getting from Hello. This copy. Or whatever the hell you want to call it.
Teehee.
This is troubling.
Yep.
I hate to say it, but when we go to the Feywild and infiltrate Mab's domain, we may have to defeat a copy of Hello. Which I'm not sure if you know this, Marcus, but I don't honestly think I could take her in a fight.
I'm sure all four of us can if the time came.
I mean, I feel like Hello. It's gonna be one of those things of, is Hello gonna be awake or is Hello gonna be asleep?
Well, there's
Yeah.
no saying
there's
that Mab just can't control her through the stone when she's awake. We haven't seen the extent of its power yet. Just
That's
Marcus, you remember what was happening to Cryobane.
No,
Yeah.
because I wasn't there.
I said Marcus.
Yeah, I remember the changes and whatever else in this amplified
I said-
powers.
Yeah, I said Marcus. Just say.
But yeah, there's we're still not. I mean, I'm not entirely sure yet if this copy of Hello still can't walk around when Hello's awake. You know, just with what I was told by the knights and just how I saw the thing, and also Blossom being able to see it during the time while Hello's asleep. That's all I have to write on, but that's my best educated guess right now. I'm gonna have to do a couple more dreams on Hello for me to really tell if I can. That is, we'll have to see. Strangest thing was they were able to see me. At least the knights were.
That's troubling. If they were able to see you, then they know your face.
I'm sure they're very aware of all our faces. That's why I was reluctant to talk about this. Mab has eyes everywhere, so I wanted to get as much information as possible before I acted on it.
I know I was only there for a couple seconds, but could I tell if Helu and the two guards saw me in the time that I saw them?
Make a history check.
Teehee. Nope. 5.
Oh,
You were a little focused on other things at the moment.
Yeah. Cool.
oh, but
Let's see.
nope, I'm not there.
That's even worse. That's all. How did I roll 2 nat 2s in a row on your guys' dice?
Woof.
Because the dice really just said no, you don't get to.
You're in a trauma spiral right now, bestie.
Yeah, I sure am. I'm just in the corner watching a flame dance.
And
Ignore me.
I hate to have to say this again, but I think it would be best if, at least for the time being, we don't tell Hello about this.
And you give an argument for why. I'm not saying no, I'm just wondering why.
She's already fragile enough with the idea of her being able to hurt both us and other people. You know, we've already gotten to the point that we can reassure her that that's not the case. But what if we were to tell her that the moment she goes to sleep, she's possibly out there hurting other people?
Oh shit.
Just saying, we haven't entirely figured out this whole animal thing. Be kind of like double dipping.
Yes, that's troubling to me as well, especially since we don't need to be on the receiving end of any sort of animal attack when it comes to Hello.
And we don't exactly have a solution yet. I feel bad keeping stuff from Habu.
I feel terrible too. You know, I've seen how hard all this has been on her, right? And if I were in her shoes, I think I would have an extremely hard time going to sleep at night knowing that.
Yeah.
Again, you saw how worried she was about what the repercussions of the deal she made could be. And now we have an answer, and it's probably a lot graver than we thought. So that's why I was trying to figure out more, you know, at the very least, you know, at least have some good news of all this, maybe a way to stop it, you know?
Yeah.
And then tell her, or at the very least wait until the Feywild before we do. Because that's when it'll get a lot more real. And of course, there's also the whole issue of Hello being probably constantly scryed on.
Yeah.
So it's for sure complicated. The most we
I
can do
think
right
we
now
keep
is...
it from her for now, but if she asks, we don't lie.
That makes sense. I can agree with that.
Yeah, she already feels babied, I guess I could say, due to her age, but we're all in this together, so while it's not the best circumstance, I do agree with Eilif. We should keep this for her for the time being, but if she does ask, we have to tell her. It's only fair.
I can agree with that. The most we can do right now is look after her and try to figure out a way to take care of this copy. Hopefully, when we reach the Lord of Silver, his solution might, bleed over and also solve this, if it is connected to the deal that Hello made with Mab. But yeah, that's all I got so far. I'll try to do Dream some more with Hello when I have the chance, and I'll be sure to let the rest of you know if any developments pop up.
Guys, my mom is calling me. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okey-dokey.
Oh, thanks. His mom's here. What?
All the way from Candlekeep?
Fucking
Ah.
get her ass.
Well, time to pull out what I had planned.
The party would collectively jump her ass.
I got no idea what the whole beef is with Sedge's parents, so I don't know.
You'll find out. Look, Ike and I talk so much. I probably know more than I technically should. But tee-hee, guys! Tee-hee! Oh, Jen and I have been cooking. We've been
Yep.
cooking.
Cooking it up.
So
Gary's way.
long.
Cooking with what? Oil?
And
Something
fire.
like that.
I don't know that.
Cooking the sadness.
By putting it.
Surprised chutney. I'm pretending to like knead chutney, like how she needs blankets and stuff. I'm surprised she's letting me do this for so long. Yes. Smush. I smush you.
Smush. Smushy,
Smush my cat. Smush my cat.
Smushy, smush.
Me.
Smush, 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 smush.
Shmee, shmee, shmee. Honk, shmee, me, 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 me.
Hello, for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, hello.
See, that's the type of sleep you have when you don't know that there's a copy of you running around.
Yep. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. All I can say is Blossom is probably gonna pull a Marcus tonight and not sleep.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Who out of the party do you think is most likely to wear the Scrooge nightwear?
Marcus.
So what?
Marcus.
Wow. You know, like Ebenezer Scrooge,
In Christmas Carol.
I thought you were talking about like the duck version.
I think he might also wear that, but he's got like the cap and like the gown with he's
The
holding the
robe.
little candle.
Yeah, Marcus.
Yeah,
100%.
Okay, I could see Marcus wearing that, but I could also see Sedge.
Yeah, I was gonna say
wearing
Sedge.
that.
Nah, Sedge just got a nightshirt, no robe.
Nah,
Doesn't
No,
handle that.
I imagine-
Sedge has
I
like
imagine
the
Sedge would-
soft.
Yeah.
Sedge looks like Bilbo Baggins in like with the patchwork robe.
Mm-hmm. I imagine Sedge with the most optimal or at least he thinks the most optimal nightwear. Oh, like this conserves the most heat. So this is the way to go. It's easy to clean. So
Well, see, that would be using a chemise,
Yeah.
which is typically made out of cotton, linen, or wool, and usually linen though, since linen is probably the toughest fabric and could stand up to the most abuse.
You're not supposed to be able to walk out
wool is-
there.
well, this is cool.
Well,
There's like other rooms here too.
I
Oh, what?
Wool is tough. It's just very itchy if it's not
I'll leave
woven
then. I'm
right.
sorry,
So
Red.
like,
I didn't know I could leave.
linen is probably preferred
leave.
because
I'm
it's
simply opening up.
it's a softer weave and easier to clean than wool.
yeah.
I love how this kind of fits perfectly into what you were describing before.
Yeah, wool is typically used for outer garments.
Yeah, with linen being undergarments, since also linen can be.
Those shouldn't be
starched
doors. Why the hell are
heavily.
they doors?
Wee!
Oi.
Dude, I want to see where
Soak in the bath.
I want to see where Philcock
Okay,
is.
all
Like,
right, guys,
holed up.
guys.
No, that's not. That's not.
Sorry,
Alright,
I was
you're
gonna
gonna
go
be
back
back.
to bed. I promise.
I just got bored.
I want to see Philcock's room. I just know it's dirty.
Just
Why would you say that? He's just a humble manager.
he needs some
Haven't-
prestidigitation out the ass.
Man's got all the takeout containers from last week out.
Guys, leave Galir alone.
Using those notes.
No, Galir is like has his life more put together than Philco.
Not in season 1.
I would argue even in season 1.
We're learning that maybe it
No.
wasn't entirely by choice.
What?
We're talking about Dimension 20's Fantasy High.
There's an NPC who is the stepdad of a character who's at the beginning of the show, his life has fallen apart because he and his wife are getting a divorce because his daughter became a tiefling and they thought like he was his blood daughter, but no,
She should have
It's-
been a full elf.
instead of a tiefling.
Surprise!
And so when we first meet him, he's picking up his stepdaughter, and he's got like yogurt on his shirt. He's really depressed. He's got a shitty comb over. He's gained weight, which elves don't gain weight.
Or get
Uh.
bald.
Yeah. He's just a very sad man who has entranced the community.
I feel so bad for him.
There you go. You shouldn't be able to move past those freaking doors anymore.
He's just a very sad man who everyone's rooting for. And now he's dating sexy detective goblin. And good for him.
He's
Oh
he's
my
not
god,
he's
he
no,
is
no, no,
dating
no.
the ball. Rizga
No.
get
Oh, yeah.
involved.
No.
No, there was like rumored they were a thing for a bit, but I've only seen
Oh.
one episode of season 3.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
I believe that was revealed in episode 1.
I think.
He's
I don't think
engaged
so.
to Fabian's mom.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's engaged to Fabian's mom. That's right. Anyway, Sedge is back.
Yeah, anyways, we're getting back into it.
Yep.
Wait, where did Marcus go?
Get out of the bathroom.
Taking a piss, damn. Guys, keep talking. I'm just in the other room.
I'm
Is it
listening,
the
but
window?
don't worry about it.
Going all by yourself,
Looking
handsome.
Fried
Blossom
chicken
to
in
Marcus at like 2:30 a.m.
Also doing the rounds. How you doing?
Oh my god. Anyways.
Oh my gosh.
Cursed.
Anyways. Sedge is back. Ike is back.
Yay.
So just back from seeing their mom.
Getting back
That's
into it.
me.
What were we talking about? Talking about stuff and things.
Talking about the dream.
I think we're kind of getting towards the end of the discussion.
Yeah. There's agreement to say nothing to Helu unless Helu specifically asks.
Yeah, when Helu on a random Tuesday's like, guys, wouldn't it be crazy if there's like a random clone of yourself somewhere? Yeah.
About that. Crazy.
Well,
right?
Eilif,
You are not an only child. You have a twin sister. Huh? Mm-hmm. But yeah, glad we are in agreement then. Let's keep our eyes open for anything.
is Blossom okay?
Is Blossom okay?
Let me make
Blossom,
a,
you okay?
I'm
make a
asking Mr.
wisdom
Marcus.
save. It's okay. It's an 11. She's okay. She's just
She's stable.
focusing on other things. Yeah. Focusing on other things to distract herself.
It's okay, I guess.
Yeah. I think she's just kind of zoned out right now.
Yeah, that's
I think
fair.
if Blossom needs to focus on other things, Marcus puts his pipe away and he says, well, if you guys need me, I'm gonna go down to the tavern, see if I can talk to that sheriff. Blossom, why don't you come with me?
Huh? Sorry, I missed that. What was that?
We were told earlier that the sheriff might be at the tavern later on in the day. It might be worth going over there and having a talk with her.
Right. Yes, I'll join you.
I know you're just seeping with charisma, so I could use your support.
Every once in a while, a diamond does need polishing.
Very true. So let's get going. I'll see you two later.
And I just stick very close to Marcus. I was occasionally going distant, like the ADHD thing, but then her hand will rub up against Marcus's, and she'll like come back to the moment as they're walking through town.
Hey, are you sure you're okay?
I don't think I'll sleep much tonight, but I'll function.
Hey, that's fine. I don't think I'm sleeping much either.
You haven't slept for the last 3 weeks.
What? Of course I slept. Don't be crazy. But I'll skip tonight as well for you. We can stay up and find something fun to do. Paint our nails or something. I don't know.
Marcus, we've been sharing a tent. Don't think I have it now.
Maybe I take power naps while you're trancing or something.
Sure.
Listen, things have just been so busy. There's so many things to keep track of, so many people to find. I'll find time to sleep when we have time to relax. But don't worry about me right now. I really just want to focus on you. Are you certain that you're alright?
As long as I'm not thinking about that, I'll be alright. Just need to stay distracted.
Alright. That's what we're doing. I'm sure we'll find someone to bother somewhere in this town.
Of course.
Of course, yeah.
Maybe you could show me that hand.
The
Awful.
Excuse me?
Awful, awful, awful.
What do you mean it's right? Oh.
Smooth, real smooth.
Blossom got that dog.
I'm sure that will have you sniffing.
Yeah.
Damn,
Yeah. Yeah. Did I really throw you off that much?
Blah. Brain fart. I'm sure that will have you
I think
plenty
you need a
distracted.
nap.
Okay. I'm
I
fine.
think you
I'm
need
fine.
a nap.
Let's find this. Let's
You
find
couldn't
this
say
shit.
significantly, Marcus. You need a nap. At the
I'm
very
good.
least.
I'm good.
I think she gives him a peck on the cheeks, like, sure, honey.
There you go. The tavern. My brain be fried
Anyways,
sometimes, man.
you guys
It's a
can
fucking vodka from
can-
earlier.
can head down to back down to the tavern. Or
Yeah.
don't mind whatever the fuck is happening with the lighting. I realize that, you know, a place this a village this small would probably not have that big of a of an inn.
Fair
No,
enough.
no. You see, secretly.
They
Yes,
also
every
get
every inn is a
tourists.
Tarda.
They do, but it's still a small village.
Super out of the way too. I can't imagine someone taking the time to get all the way over there for that specific.
And these are
Well-
also the lower rooms that come with their own little
Saunas.
tubs.
Mm.
Yeah.
Tubs take up a lot of space. That makes sense. At least these tubs do.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Think first thing I would do, obviously, is go over to the tavern. I mean, not the tavern, the barkeep. I forget her name.
Amanda
Jessica,
Jessica, I
Jess.
think. Amanda.
Sorry, everybody spoke at once that one time. Was it again?
Amanda.
Amanda. All right.
Amanda Jess.
I will go over to Amanda and go and speak with her. Basically, say, and look around at the tables and just say, "Is the sheriff here?"
She'll look up and she says, welcome back. You're actually just in luck. Little Maine just arrived.
Ah, perfect. Give me 2 ales, and what is Sheriff Willowmane's favorite drink? Give me that as well, please.
Time of day? Give me just a moment. And she'll pour you the ales, and then she'll also grab a, like, probably like a nice little, like, pitcher of wine.
Ooh. Forget that one ale. Give me that wine as well.
Right. Good choice, honestly. And she'll pour you another thing of wine, and hand it to you.
All right, perfect. Yeah, who gave one of the drinks to Blossom? And
Blossom warms it up with prestidigitation.
Warm ale or wine?
Warm spiced wine.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's fair.
Yes.
very
That's fair.
nice. Okay. And I guess they will both go over. Well, let me ask, what is Sheriff Willowmane doing, as far as I can see, by themselves over at the table? Are they just sitting there eating soup or something? Or
Let's see here. She like middle-aged, like human woman. Got like short cropped hair. She for the most part like is sitting there, seems to be like relaxing, leaned back. There is a half-eaten bowl of stew in front of her. Seems to be just sort of like taking a load off. And it looks like there are 2 other lightly armed and armored, probably looks like guards effectively, that are there beside her, also sort of quietly eating
Mhm.
the stew.
Gosh, the silence before the storm. Awesome. Walk over to Sheriff Willowmane, and Marcus with the drinks kind of pipes up once he gets over to the table and says, "Sheriff Willowmane, may I have a moment of your time?"
She like cracks an eye open and like looks at seems to have a moment where she looks at you up and down. She goes, "Oh, an adventurer, I presume?"
Yes, I was just about to say that. Let's get the obvious out of the way. Yes, I am an adventurer, and yes, I do tend to cause a lot of trouble, but I am very good at causing trouble for the right people.
No, I see that Amanda did pre-warn you.
Maybe. So, because I got that pre-warning, I promise not to take up too much of your time. I do have some wine here for you. And he puts down the wine in front of Sheriff Willowmane.
kind of like gives you like a little bit of a side eye, but she does take it. And she don't expect flattery to work.
No, not at all. I just wanted to make sure I passed something nice along if I'm gonna be using up your time, you know? You can wave me away whenever you're ready. My name is Marcus Blackblood. My beautiful companion here is Blossom.
Blossom just waves.
Good to meet you both. What brings you to White Sparrow?
Well, we originally came here looking for a friend. Maybe you've seen him. He was passing by a bard. Marcus kind of, with the wave of his hands, does a minor illusion of Nick Bottom.
Yeah, you show off that illusion at the bottom, and she looks, and her brow seems to furrow as she takes in the images. Yeah, I do recognize him actually.
Yeah, we originally came here looking for him. We believe he's somewhere in the area. And we've recently heard about your trouble with the goblins, and we believe that they might be somewhat related.
How so?
Let's say that, what's the name of that? Give me a second. I think I had it here in notes. We heard of this Queen of Redwater.
Ugh, right.
She might be an ally of the people that might have taken our friend away.
Good. Sorry, it's been a long day.
No, I get it. Yeah. A lot to deal with.
That's just what we need. More goblins with more allies.
No, exactly. That's why I wanted to come here and talk to you. Because the more information we can get about this whole thing, about the Queen of Redwater and these goblins, maybe the closer we can get to finding our friend. I figured that, you know, since our friend is tangled up in all this and you're having trouble with these goblins, maybe we can help out one another and get this whole situation sorted.
I was about to ask if you had any intention of handling goblins where you like question. One thing I do admit that adventurers are good for is that unique skill set makes you perfect for handling sorts of bizarre situations.
We are very proficient when it comes to bizarre situations.
Yeah, I bet you are, judging by the look.
Oh yeah, she's you can say she's the poster child of bizarre. In all the right ways, of course, Blossom.
Blossom's arms just crossed behind him.
But yeah, I feel we are very well equipped to deal with these goblins. Obviously, before we do so, I wanted your permission before stepping forward with all this.
Well, I thank you for showing me respect and consider permission granted. If you can get rid of these goblins, their outrageous demand for attacks, the happier everyone will.
No, of course. I've heard about these outrageous demands. Looks like they're trying to run you and everybody else out.
I thought so too, but I don't know. It just seems somewhat illogical what they're trying to do.
In what way?
Well, they come down every so often to demand their price, and we've tried explaining to them that that's not possible, but the response we get every time is, what is a queen if she doesn't levy her taxes?
Interesting. I'm guessing they're referring to this Queen of Redwater, right?
Yeah. Which, that effect, we had known about goblins in the area for some time. For the most part, left them alone. They left us alone. Worked out. But then this Queen of Redwater came and they started being aggressive.
And how long ago was this?
Not long. Month, two, maybe. Sometime after your friend came through here.
Interesting. Right. Marcus is making a mental note of all this. Is there anything you can tell me about this Queen of Redwater and or little goblin companions that might be of some help when it comes, comes to dealing with all this?
I wish, but I haven't seen this queen herself. Doesn't show herself very well at all to us.
I see. So you don't know much about this queen then?
No, just that she appeared recently and has seemed to get the goblins under control rather quickly.
Well, for the sake of open communication here, I do have some more information about the Queen of Redwater. Not much, but I can confirm that there's a very high chance that this Queen of Redwater is Fae. And a powerful one at that.
And to that, she sits back and like heaves a sigh, and she goes, "Of course she is."
The reason that I believe that the Queen may be an ally to the people that took our friend is because at least the two that I know of that took him away are also powerful Fae, and they're both relatively close to each other. So I'd be hard pressed to not believe that they're connected in some way.
Right. Well, they are most certainly out of my depth. As are all of my guards.
No, of course, but there are certain things you can do to help with this whole tense situation. I've been at least the vibe I'm getting around town is that you for sure are someone with a certain degree of influence here in this village, correct?
Well, I'd like to think myself as a trustworthy figure they can turn to when they have trouble.
Perfect. Because there's a very likely chance that an invitation might come to the village in a couple days or in a week or so. An invitation to some kind of show or play or viewing. It is of vital importance that you make sure no one goes to that play. It's connected to not only there's a good chance it's not only connected to this queen, but also to these other two Fae that I mentioned. Obviously, no one in this town would really heed our warning, but if it came from you, it might stop some people from getting hurt.
An invite. What sort of thing?
The invite is for a play called The Knight's Promise.
Okay. Well, look, I know that I said that the Fae are typically out of my purview, but I do know that they have ways of making it seem like what they want you to do is the best thing to do. Any way I might get around that?
Any way to get around that? Let me think. I mean, I guess wait and see to see if an offer like that comes along through the grapevine. If people seriously start considering it, maybe come up with some sort of excuse of sorts that stop people from going.
I'll do my best. I thank you for the warning. I certainly don't need villagers some strange play.
No, true. I'm sure these Fae are gonna make it seem like a night of wonder and something you don't want to miss. So it might
Right.
be hard. Like you said, it might be hard to make people not want to go. But if there's anybody in this town who can, I imagine it's you.
Careful with the flattery there.
It's not flattery at all. I'm just saying, I sure as hell can't do it. So
I assume you'll be going up to the dam.
yes, I still have to talk with my companions about when's the best time to do that. Speaking of which, you said that these goblins come by every once in a while during the course of a month or so to collect this tax, right?
Yes.
Do you know the frequency in which they come down?
The DM check really quick. They come down once a week at least, saying 1,000 gold a month for the tax. We haven't given it to them, and I suspect that their next meeting might turn violent if we don't give them the money. Their next meeting should be in about 2 days' time.
2 days' time. Well, let me ask, what would you prefer? Either we can go up now, either today or tomorrow, probably tomorrow, and deal with this head on, or we can wait the 2 days and try to get a drop on these goblins that are coming.
The sooner the better. Look, they're holding the water hostage, and come the springtime, we're going to be in a drought.
I see.
And I
Mm,
really don't want things to get violent with the next meeting.
Mhm.
We're farmers, we can handle our own, but they've got
And
more combat experience than we do.
trust me, I know we've had our brush with these goblins on 2 separate occasions actually. Once on the road, and another time they sick some undead frost giant on us. They're quite crafty.
Oh gods.
Yeah.
I
And
guess I
when they
should.
do, yeah, when they do roll up into town, how many of them usually come in this little entourage of theirs?
There's usually let's see here, a handful of goblins, maybe a bugbear or two.
I see. Okay. Is there a set path that they usually follow down? That you know of at the very least?
Uh, they don't take the road. We haven't been able to track them back because I don't want to risk anyone getting caught by them. They don't take the road, and I imagine because the road would be visible when approaching the dam. They'd see you coming from miles away.
I see. That might be a way to get around that. I'll have to see what the best approach is. And I know you asked me earlier about how to deter others from going to this play. Um, I do know that there's been rumors floating around about a hag in the area. I'm pretty confident that at least one of these people running this play is that hag. So maybe if you have that be known amongst the townspeople, their superstition might override their desire to go to this play.
You'd be surprised.
No, trust me, I know. Just putting it out there. What else? What else? What
I
else?
guess
What
I
else?
should toss you this morning then, since you're in favor of tossing this. The information I've gathered, and I haven't told, and she leaned in, I haven't told many of the other villagers this, for fear of panic with the goblins. But I understand there isn't just one hag. It's potentially 2 or perhaps a whole coven.
That makes sense. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if this queen is one of the hags. There's 2 a part of this play, and the other one's with the goblins.
Perhaps.
So 2 at the very least would be the ones running the play. Yeah, I guess we'll have to meet
I
this
don't know. I
queen.
haven't. The stories I was told of hags as a little girl, They don't quite match up with the behavior of this Queen of Redwater.
Really, in what way?
It's too. It seems too overt for a hag.
I can see how you could come to that conclusion, yeah.
They rarely work well together. Why bother working with a whole cadre of goblins?
Guess they're easy to manipulate, good cannon fodder, but yes, that's correct. It does seem like a lot of trouble. Especially when you make yourself so known in the way they have. But I guess that's just a mystery me and my friends have to find out, and hopefully we come back in one piece and can tell you the whole story.
You'd better come back in one piece. I may not like adventurers, but I don't wish for your deaths.
I'm very happy to hear that. Also, for the sake of information, the two powerful Fae that are close by, the other two, not the Queen, they go by the names the ladies Lucille and Mabel. Just in case an invite comes down and you see that are part of the invite, as part of the invite.
Seal and Mabel, I'll remember that. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Can you think of anything else that might be useful for me to know?
Let's see. Guess just be careful of going into the dam. If there is a Fae there, it won't just be goblins you have to face.
Really? What else might I run into?
Local idiot teens have heard strange sounds that do not sound, in their opinion, sound like goblins. Take it with a grain of salt, but something like moving shadows.
Moving shadows.
No.
Oh god. That doesn't sound scary at all.
Why do you keep throwing these things at us, Jen?
I have not thrown them at you once in this campaign so far.
Okay, why do you keep throwing them at me, Jen?
Hey, do you want the marble constructs instead?
No.
No.
Wait, what's potentially spooky things? What? I missed that.
Moving shadows, like the living shadows that eat your strength.
Oh no. Oh, this is gonna suck for
Don't let
Hello.
a shadow, bro.
Okay.
Well, I'll keep my eyes open for some shadows then. Hopefully it is just some tall tales from your little teens around the village, but I guess we'll have to see. Blossom, is there anything you would like to ask the sheriff before we leave?
You're muted, Kate.
Sorry, I was taking notes. She's been just sipping on her glass of wine, constantly warming it up. And I think she just shakes her head. I don't think I have anything to ask of the mayor
Okay.
or the sheriff. She's not the mayor.
Thank you for the note taking, Kate. I'm just imagining Blossom like little typewriter.
Oh yeah, no, Blossom's like, I want to say she almost snuck one of Marcus's notebooks out of his pocket and just started taking notes for him.
Sure, why not?
That's so cute.
Now has the
Hold on,
pipe taking notes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was an 18 sleight of hand check. So yeah, she has the pipe and the
Nice.
notebook.
Doing Marcus
I think-
proud.
Yeah, I think she was in the process of snagging the deerstalker hat as he turned to look at her. Like she was
the
about to like put it. Mei-Tian put it on his head.
the
Oh.
mayor, not the mayor, the sheriff, I imagine, has been watching this the whole time and has just not been saying a damn word.
This is what I mean about these damn adventurers.
I think Blossom messaged her like, "Hey, I know you see this, but for the lulz, don't say anything."
Oh my gosh. And well, okay. Bit of a random request. I very much doubt I'm gonna be able to find some here in the town, but maybe you would know. Is there anywhere I could, or anyone that might have some distilled alcohol I can get my hands on? Could be a passing merchant. Maybe you've confiscated some. I don't know.
Why would I confiscate distilled alcohol? I don't think so. I can ask around. We would owe you some payment for taking care of the dam.
Yeah, you don't have to. You don't have to pay me for that. Our paths are already crossing with that. It's the distilled alcohol is more so I can make something that would be of some use.
All
to
right,
us.
I understand that you're being polite and all and being a humble adventurer, but I am not so stingy as to not pay people who help my town out.
Let me put it this way. I am very pro. God damn it! What is with me tonight? Um, I am all for profit, and I'm sure that these goblins have a nice little nest egg, so I can pick
Whether or
and pick
not the
that
goblins
crop.
have a nest egg or not, we're going to put something together for you and your friends.
That's very nice of you.
They don't know that we're rich.
Yeah,
God,
that's
no.
that's
They
very
don't know
nice
that
of you, but please
She just-
please reconsider. The goblins have already taken enough from you all, so
She
I think we'll
doesn't
be
know
all right.
that Sedge dropped 5 platinum this morning.
Yeah. I'm
It-
very rich, actually. I'm not
you
gonna
get the
boast in front of
idea.
the sheriff.
You get the idea that like whether or not you guys like this is some like southern hospitality shit. She doesn't give
Hell
a shit
yeah.
if you guys are the richest people in the world. You are
Yeah.
doing the town a favor, so the town is the town is going to pay you
Let
back.
them let them cobble together like a nice little fruit basket for us or something.
Yeah,
Uh,
honestly, if we get paid, we should just like hide it somewhere so that they could like where the sheriff could find it and be like, "Those motherfuckers."
Speaking of money,
Or we just buy stuff
Hide
in
it
the
in the
town,
hot
put it back in the
around
economy.
around how much have you given the goblins?
They haven't given them anything. She said.
Yeah,
Oh, nothing at all. Okay, all right.
yeah. She says, yeah, we did at one point try to negotiate down. They refused any amount of money that wasn't 1,000 gold. So, it began with first maybe 2 or 3 goblins and steadily increasing each month. The point that they are, in fact, trying to physically intimidate us.
Huh, interesting. And what may I ask? What's been Lord White Sparrow's take on all this?
Hold on. Move into my notes for White Sparrow. Okay.
1,000 gold is very specific.
That's like ritual specific.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
looking that up right now.
That's like
That's like you need it for a
Right.
ritual specific.
Resurrection or reincarnate.
yeah,
Lord White
or
Sparrow,
like a
Planar binding.
Lord
Hero's
White
Feast?
Sparrow, we do respect him as a leader, and he respects us and the work that we do. So he is willing to let us handle these issues without being a micromanager. He's on our side, is the long and short of it, and is willing to let us make decisions as a town.
I see. Well, okay. Well, I'm happy that you have come to a decision and you put your trust in us. I promise you're not going to regret it.
Well, so long as you just don't bring down more trouble on our heads.
Marcus almost wants to say no promises, but
Yeah, which is probably
Not
good
our
that you
best
didn't
track record.
because she follows it up with because if you do, I won't hesitate to kick you out of town.
well,
Mm.
mm,
We may be leaving very quickly after we deal with these
oh,
goblins.
well, I'll be sure we don't cause any trouble. By the way, I haven't had a chance to tell you, me and my friends, our name is the Banes of Thunder and Ice.
Like the half-hearted and ice addendum.
And Ice. I'm still
Um,
getting used to the last part.
let me make a roll really quick.
Stop saying fetch, Gretchen.
She
Not going to happen.
she raises an eyebrow at that and she goes, "All right, yeah, you all are about as I expected you to look."
I'll take that as a compliment.
She
Thankfully-
recognized this, guys.
Thankfully, you haven't seen the rest of us. I don't think you would have taken us as seriously, to be honest.
Oh, don't worry. And she points to everyone else in the tavern. I've heard plenty.
Oh shit! Right.
Oh. But yes, I promise you, we're not a walking circus. We're very serious.
Blossom rolls her eyes.
Which one of you was it that got stuck on the hand?
Shut up.
Rylith isn't from around here.
Ilf is an adventurous sort, okay?
And
I've heard that many people have also gotten their tongues stuck on the statue.
what else? I believe there were stories of someone shoving snow down the other shirt.
That was also Eyelid.
I'll be honest, that isn't unusual for the kids around here.
They've had a very
You say sheltered.
Sheltered?
Eyelid will somehow find
no.
out.
No, I'm trying to figure out how to say militaristic without saying militaristic.
To the sheriff?
They're a
Rigid
soldier. They're a
upbringing?
man of discipline, so they like to unwind every once in a while.
Thank you, Marcus.
No, of course. But
I'm simply poking fun.
no, of course. We are as well. But we'll let you get back to your evening. Thank you for hearing us out. And hope to talk to you soon with some good news.
I look forward to hearing the good news.
Of course. All right, and Marcus will get up, go look into his coat pocket, ready to take the notes that he had to take for this, only to not feel his little book and instead look over at Blossom, writing it up, maybe doing a little doodle in there. It's like, really?
Yeah, it's like Blossom is the best.
I am very impressed. I did not feel that.
Blossom was here.
Blossom was here.
Just a dick the size to match the hand. Like she looks out the window and she's like drawing the hand, and then she like draws a figure that she imagines with it, like fully Greek statue drawing.
Oh my
Of this-
gosh.
Of this figure she's imagining.
After he just told the sheriff we're so serious. He looks at the thing. Oh, you've taken some very good notes. Can I have that back to
Do you like it? Do you like
Yes,
it?
let me review them. Some very big notes by the looks of it. Thank you.
I did my best.
You did a very good job. Let's go and head back to our lodgings.
Some very big notes fucking kills me.
But there's also like a
Very
lot of
big
comprehensive notes.
Just kind of doodled around the fucking dick.
Yeah. They're like drawn on the body of the statue.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. But yeah.
I hope
guess
you
him and
enjoy
Blossom will be back.
perusing them, Marcus.
Oh my god.
Get out. That's the sheriff. He's like, I'm right
And I-
here.
I don't want to
Good
hear
night,
you
everyone.
talking while I'm eating my soup.
Right in
In
front
front
of
of
my
my
salad?
salad?
My brain!
I'm,
Same
I'm
thing.
just I'm kind of curious. What were
My
the
brain
guards'
cell.
faces that whole time?
There's a lot of like very obvious respect for Sheriff Willowmane, that they've like sat back and let her handle the conversation. One of them might have been like kind of sort of leaning over to see what Blossom was doodling.
I think if she notices, she kind of like tilts the journal so that he can look. Like, what do you think?
Wow.
there's like that moment of like, huh, pretty good.
That's how I also imagined it.
God.
Oh my gosh. Back to the tavern we go.
Yeah, you guys can head back to the Summer Spring. Awful.
I mean, it kept her distracted.
Yeah, certainly
Yeah.
did.
Sure he did.
Now,
Now,
just whose face did you put on the statue? I won't say.
what the?
It's Lerma's.
Not Lawrence.
Like the chiseled body of a god.
Lawrence has that
And then-
sleeper build. Oh my gosh.
To be fair, being
Meanwhile,
being
Sedge
stuck
and
in
Isla.
that, being stuck in that position for so long might give you one hell of a core workout.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right? Lawrence is just lifting under the desk all the time. We just don't see it.
But anyways, Sedge and Ilif.
Hi.
I
Hey, you said meanwhile, so I'm tossing it to you.
Oh,
two.
shit. Oh. Okay.
I assumed you there was something you wanted to do.
Arson.
Oh my
oh,
god.
look at me!
Oh my god.
God, I got something.
Do you?
Yes, I do. In fact, as Marcus and Blossom leave, Sedge sits on the on the foot sits on the bed and just puts his head in his hands, and it's just like, sometimes I feel like we can't catch a break. Sometimes I just want one night.
I'm sorry that you couldn't get
It's
that.
not your fault.
Feels a bit like it is, because I was messing around with Blossom and teasing her, and she tried to cast Reduce on me, and that sent her to the Feywild, I think. Somehow.
Well, that's not really anyone's fault. Blossom's magic is chaotic, to say the least.
That's one word for it.
It sure is. Unfortunately, we can't predict when her magic will show its colors. Especially because somebody likes to use Tides of Chaos.
Hey.
Let's get resist.
No metagaming in this house.
It's like almost every time you use your Tides of Chaos, some shit happens.
Every time I use Tides of Chaos, that's when the worst rolls happen. That's when the most plot relevant rolls happen.
I know, it's hilarious.
The dice tell
I
stories.
just wanna say, it's whenever you use Tides of Chaos.
Sure.
Sometimes I'm just using it to get advantage on a stupid roll.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're fine. Sorry, I got distracted. Two-headed calf cow born on February 28th.
Oh, that poem.
No, like an actual two-headed cow was born.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Nice.
Hold on,
Another
I'm sending
one?
this to you guys.
another one?
Wait, hold on,
Damn.
but let's not get...
Another
There
one.
is still D&D happening.
Yes, there is. I got distracted. I'm so sorry. Ilif, I just... It's not your fault. It's not anybody's fault. It's just... I guess it's my fault for thinking I could just relax for a night.
No, you have the right to relax. And you should be able to relax. We're just adventurers, which means it's hard to do anything.
That is true.
Or-
I mean, we did get to relax in Neverwinter a little. Was
Yeah.
nice.
Which is kind of surprising based on how Neverwinter is for you guys.
Yes, it was very surprising, to say the least. And then, it's been relaxing. I know it's weird, but it's been relaxing these last few days on the road. It reminds me a lot of when it was just Hello, Marcus and I taking little petsy jobs in Dandelion, fighting things and doing odd jobs for the town. Did I tell you that right in the beginning of when we went to Phandalin, we went to the potion maker, Adabra Gwen, I believe her name is, and we came face to face with a manticore.
No, you didn't tell me this.
Yes, I am quite surprised we didn't die. It happened to listen to our reasoning. I'm not saying that it listens to reason in general, but Marcus is just as persuasive, was just as persuasive then as he is now. If anything, he's even more so persuasive.
I am glad you guys are alive.
I'm glad we're alive too. And instead of just going to like stand and stretch, and it's like think I'm done for the night. I'm sure Marcus and Blossom will tell us everything we need to know about what the sheriff said in the morning.
Think
Who's
the
it?
music
well.
left.
I know.
Oh. I thought that was me. I was like, did I time out?
God, stopped it.
But I will be going to our room now. If you'd like to join me, you can, of course.
I'd love to. Wait, were we just chilling in Sedgit or in Blossom and Marcus's room this whole fucking time?
Yeah, I guess so. Did we leave?
I don't know.
What?
I kind of assumed you guys went back to your rooms.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Awesome.
we're in our room.
Hanging around.
I don't say that. I say I think I'm going to bed now.
You can always go back in the hot tub. No, I'm pretty sure nothing else is gonna happen tonight. Hopefully.
Knock on wood.
Knock on wood,
See,
Isla.
now you've said it, and I feel like something's going to happen.
I mean, Jen wouldn't do that to us.
Anyway.
What
Jen
are you
wouldn't do
smoking?
that to us.
Everyone busting out into laughter at the same time. I see how it is.
Crazy.
I mean, prove them right, Jen, that you wouldn't do anything
Yeah.
like
I'm
that.
That's
ready,
wrong.
I'm ready for you to change up your voice, like, Blossom, while you're sleeping, someone visits you. You know, like that. You
Yeah,
know, that
like-
deeper voice you do. I can't do it.
Lose my mind. Iode! No more music. I guess.
Okay.
Dad, should I get my laptop?
I have an
Give me,
alternate
like, 10
form of
minutes.
music I still need to set up. You're okay. I can always just play it in the background of my computer and have it on the stream audio.
I turn to Isla and I say, actually, I think I will go back into the hot spring. It was actually very refreshing.
Enjoy yourself.
Thank you. And when I get out, and then Sedge starts like playing with his fingers, I could probably read you something.
That would be wonderful.
I'm glad you think so. And you can see that Sedge's face is like kind of like red, and he just kind of retreats into the hot spring.
Those get more saucy than some poetry reading.
Shut up.
Would you
That's what the kids.
Huh?
Nothing.
Ho ho ho.
Cool.
Wiggles its eyebrows.
No, that was me, the player, being like.
No,
"What
that
did you
was Isla in character going.
I made the joke of, so
If-
that's what the kids are calling it these days.
Oh my god.
It's a pretty good name for it.
Sedge pokes his head out and says, if you would like to join me, you can, of course. I have no problems with it.
And Isla will.
We did it, team!
Yay!
High
They're
fives all
holding
around.
hands!
Poetry reading in the tub is crazy.
I hate you.
Ha! Gay. No, I'm kidding.
Good.
Gosh, what a nice wholesome couple of scenes we left out.
I mean, if you want to have me pay for my hubris, fucking.
I don't think I have anything for you this night.
I mean, are
Anything
you
for
sure?
you.
Are you positive?
There
Really?
were some things that I wanted to do with Marcus during the night, if possible.
Yeah, I mean, Arson, you sound like you're asking me to give you a trauma dream.
Everyone else is a trauma dream. You know what I think? I think Sedge needs a trauma dream.
Hello?
Just throwing them
Oh,
full
don't-
under the
Don't
bus.
worry, Sedge has a lifetime worth of trauma waiting for him back in Neverwinter.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
You
You
asked
know what it
You
means.
asked to potentially locate Elmis.
I'm
I'm so
some
fucking
trauma.
suspicious.
The dead fucking silence.
Crazy.
Anyways, let's
I might be asking for it because I think it's funny, but also Marcus goes first.
Marcus, you go first.
No.
We'll give you some time to think about maybe.
Arson,
know
I'm more
what
than
to do.
happy to let you go first.
No, I
This-
think Jen needs to think about it.
This is me, the DM, being like, I didn't have a trauma dream planned,
Oh, okay.
so I
okay.
would need to think about it.
Well, I have two things.
Yeah.
That I would like to do, depending on if it sticks or not. First, I'm going to try to scry on that one goblin. At least attempt to tonight. See if I can't get anything. Before I do that, I've learned from my mistakes from last time, and I will cast Comprehend Languages on myself. Just in case I get some goblin in the background or something. So yeah, I cast that, and then I'm going to try to attempt to scry on this goblin with the dice.
All right. Let me up here. Up scrying. Hi, kitty. You're kind of in the way of my screen. Thank you very much.
How dare you say that, Derek?
Have a possession, but
Yep.
you really only know him secondhand.
Yep.
+1 to the save.
I feel like I know him a little bit more now that I saw him get laughed at.
Nice
You know how
try.
that feels when me, Marcus.
They
I
share
feel
a
bad for him. I
trauma
know him. Yeah,
I know how he feels.
I get it, bro.
That is. Well, I won't say. You set down, setting up the ritual for scrying. Take the time to concentrate on the target, pulling out the paradise that you snatched from his belongings, and you focus. And you feel yourself leaving sort of this out of body experience you've had a few times now.
Yeah.
Drifting up and over the inn, feeling yourself move north before you're at what you know now to be that dwarven dam north of the village. And this time there are it's a little bit like that, like the scene in Baldur's Gate 3 where you've come across the goblin camp. There are cooking fires, um, with various cuts of meat, roasting over them, goblins around, talking, laughing, playing, some game, a lot of sort of chatter overhead. The goblin in particular that he's scrying on, sitting at one of these fires with a drink in his hand. Uh, and you can hear the conversation seems to be focused on, um, essentially pulling lots on who's gonna go, down to the village in 2 days. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
back and forth, arguing. If I did it last time, it's your turn, or oh, let me go. I have a feeling we're gonna be able to actually sink our teeth into some of those villagers.
Mm.
Um, there are bugbears around, and there's one who's just like, yeah. What's important is that we get the money.
Mm. Interesting.
And as they're talking, like whether it's the goblin that you're scrying on or another one seems to be glancing nervously through at a door. Um, it's like the goblins all sort of as they talk occasionally will throw a glance towards that door, seeming to be on the lookout for something
Mm.
and not exactly excited about it.
Interesting. How does the door look? Does it look special in any way, or is it just a regular door?
Let me see.
Just so I can keep my eyes open for it when we make it to the camp.
Uh, just read. Um, it's nothing. Doesn't seem to be anything special. Like they're on the top of the dam, so it kind of looks like a bridge style area, um, with all of these fires, and then the door is like to the actual sort of gatehouse, where you imagine like the mechanism is that would like open the dam, and let loose the waters, or in this
Okay.
case is holding the waters back. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so it's really just like the structure, uh, on this dam area, um,
Mm-hmm.
but it has been they looks like two solid wood doors that have been polished, and cleaned up to shine. Like the doors look significantly newer than the dam itself, than the weathered stone.
Mm.
Um, and there are, I think, carvings of like they're sort of crudely done, but carvings of like vines and flowers, going up the face of the door.
Really? Huh. It really clashes with everything else, huh?
For sure, for sure.
Gotcha. All right, and they're all pretty nervous looking over there. Huh. Like when you say looking over there, do I see fear or is it just like this is a tense situation?
Make an
I'm
insight check.
just nervous. Yeah. All right. 12 plus 6, 18.
18.
Yeah.
It's on the edge of fear. It's more like anxiety and uncertainty.
Mood.
It's not quite fear yet. But it does feel like they're sort of tiptoeing around like the door and sort of giving it birth.
Gotcha. Huh. I'll definitely wait out the torsion of the spell then to see if anything comes through the door or if they talk about anything else.
I don't think
You don't
nothing
think what?
nothing there's no one that comes out of the door, but at one point there is a goblin that like slips in through the door and shuts it behind them. But by the time the spell runs out, hasn't come back out.
Gotcha. Is there any way you can use a charge on this to see it through True Sight or?
This is a little bit iffy on stacking spells like this.
No, that's fine. Figured I would ask.
Yep.
No problem. Another question is, in terms of the weather in the area, does it have that, that kind of spring tone to it? That shouldn't be, something that is abnormal in this area, basically. Like with the whole play thing.
Nothing like the spring sort of area, but what you do notice, now that you're looking at the weather, is that last you checked before you jumped into the scry, it was snowing. Here, it's just cloudy.
Okay. Good to know. And following this goblin, do I have a more accurate sort of head count of how many goblins are around or no?
It's a sizable amount, at sweetheart. You'd guess somewhere between 10 and 20. And that's just
Gotcha.
goblins alone. There's like maybe 4 or 5 bugbears around.
Okay, good to know. Oh, do I see any shadow things?
No?
Shadow Wizard money game? No, okay. Good to know. Alright, if there's nothing else of note then I just wait out the torsion. But good to know, they're definitely going to be here in 2 days.
Down to things, yep.
Yep, okay. Alrighty. So yeah, wait out the 10 minutes and I'm back in the fucking building. There's one other thing I would like to try. Let's see how this goes. I haven't done it since the last time. We gotta do a dream on Helu. I'm trying to get more of a grasp of what the copy of Helu's doing in the Feywild, so hopefully I get it at a good time. If I can get through, that is.
Fascinating. Okay.
And we don't even need to ask for Spooky Dream Saturday.
Let's see.
I'm the Herald of Spooky Dreams.
Choose a target spell. Make a spell casting ability check,
Ooh.
which is going to be a d20 plus charisma plus proficiency.
Oh, that's a pretty good stack for me. I'll take that.
While Marcus is in the dream, I want to try to sneak into Helu's room because I have not laid eyes on Helu since I went to the Feywild. So I just want to make sure that she's still like, actually on this plane.
Yeah. Hello, do you keep your door locked?
Did they check on me? Did Sedge and
Sedge
maybe Alec
did.
check on me earlier?
Yeah.
Then yeah, so then the door wouldn't have been locked just because of that, and I think Hello is still sleeping.
Okay. Yeah. You can step while he's doing that, you can like peek your head in and yeah. Hello's still there.
There's like a shift.
Mm-hmm.
The snoring stops. But like Hello is definitely still asleep.
Okay. This is like the one spellcaster character I have that doesn't have identify or detect magic, which freaks me out sometimes, but yeah.
All right.
Yeah, no, I don't think there's anything I can actually do after this point. I think I just like get my fears alleviated by seeing Hellu's still here, and then I go back to our room.
All right. Yep. What was that roll though?
You said it was charisma plus proficiency with a
Yep.
D20 roll?
Yep.
All right, I got a 14 plus 9, that'd be a 23.
You come out of scry and then immediately start preparing dreams. Have to try. And you focus on Helen. Just in the other room. Try to cast dream time. You know, your vision goes dark like it normally does. You can start like sort of constructing this dream space. Before all of a sudden you're breathing in bitter cold. The kind that seems to freeze the breath in your lungs. And you take
Ooh.
7 points of cold damage.
Ooh.
Uh,
That's cold.
as you are met with like the instinctive rejection and sort of this like mental sort of message. Not this time.
Damn, I'm out of spell slots. I'm gonna try it again. Okay, good to know. I'm gonna have a hurdle to jump through whenever I do this, but I tried.
I think Blossom returns right as Marcus gets shunted back into his body. It's like,
Ooh.
And it's that kind of cold that leaves you sort of coughing. That have you ever experienced that kind of cold where it's
yeah.
it's like single digits outside, your throat
It's
hurts,
so
and you're just
cold.
coughing.
It's so cold.
Yeah, I don't.
guys,
yeah,
I wonder what that's like. Could not be me out here in Cali.
Okay, Miss Wildfires, you know.
Certain-
Ha ha ha.
That kind of cold will certainly wake you up.
Yeah.
That's what happened. Cold red light.
Yeah, give a couple of coughs, pound my chest a little bit. Ooh, that was spicy.
It's like when you accidentally kind of half swallow mint gum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Marcus, are
He's-
you okay?
Mandela, the upstate New York weather.
He smokes his little pipe in deep contemplation. Yes, I'm.
Blossom has that, doesn't she?
I figured.
I
it was pretty
returned
bad
it.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I only had it for the tavern.
I'm okay. I tried to take a look on Hellu's little twin or whatever. I was blocked out this time though. So it seems like I'm gonna have to. Seems like they're putting up a fight now, so I'll have to try another time and hopefully I have better luck.
Well, after today, Map's probably on her guard.
Yeah, I figured.
My
Just
fault.
wish. No. I'm sure. Like I said, they saw me there. They told me that her dreams belong to them now. So, safe to assume she already knew I was looking.
Maybe next time I can assist.
In what way?
Well, I've been there before. I guess technically now. Uh, if it'll help Halu, I want to try.
That sounds like a good idea, and I appreciate your help, but I'm somewhat reluctant to have you be any closer to Map than you already are. I felt her there. She hit me with this coldness, and I hate to see if you were trying what she would do.
You might be right. Hate feeling useless or like I'm making the problem bigger by not doing anything.
You're doing the most you can. We're all doing the most we can with this whole thing. You know, the cards are stacked against us, but I know we're gonna figure this out.
Maybe this Queen of the Red River knows something. Red Water.
I hope so. They did ping as a powerful fae, and I've been thinking about what the sheriff was saying. And if there is a chance they aren't a hag, it just gets me more interested. You know, it gets me more interested exactly about who they are, and hopefully they are in line with Queen Mab in some way. I guess we'll
If
find out when we
if
get there.
they're here and Mab is making a power grab, why wouldn't they be aligning themselves with the obvious victor, the monk? Why are they here?
I mean, that I don't know. I mean, here in the Prime Material, they have their distance from her. I'm sure they have their own goals, their own needs.
Or they
They're all
could
fearing
be
this little.
setting up a staging ground.
Could be. Yeah,
Or they could be trying to escape her. And they could be possible allies.
That is true, but we have to be wary about considering them allies, seeing as what they're doing to these people. I'm not sure if that's necessarily the type of allies I would like.
Between the two of us, I'm sure we could convince them. If they're willing to listen.
Maybe we can with this queen. I'm not certain about the goblins.
Oh, the goblins can go burn in a fiery pit of hell, the 9 hells. Is that too harsh?
No, it's after what they've done to us. I think it's the appropriate amount of force.
My back is still sore from the arrowheads. I'm sure Ilif's is too.
Yeah, I was almost some tomato sauce on the ground on account of that giant, so I also have a personal vendetta when it comes to those guys. But obviously, first and foremost is making sure that everybody in the village is safe.
Of course. But we may need all the help we can get. And as unwanting though we may be.
Yeah, we just need to make sure to enter this situation, well, this whole scenario with caution. Making deals with the Fae. I've been told time and time again it's not the best idea.
Well, I've already made a deal with the most powerful being out here that we know of. What's one more?
You know what? That actually does make sense. We'll see. I am good at stacking favors. What's another? I'll take that. Red is writing that down somewhere. No.
What's another deal with a powerful creature other than the bookkeeper?
Hey,
Yeah.
I have talked to people about stuff.
So
Stuff and
specific.
things. Stuff and things.
I'm not gonna reveal anything that people and I have talked about.
I'm sure the bookkeeper is very protective of my soul.
I mean, he's kept mines close to his heart for a while now, so we'll see. We shall see. But yeah, we should leave talk of this for tomorrow when we have everybody else. We got to figure out
Right.
the best way of approaching this whole thing.
So,
Alright,
do you have any potions that you're making tonight, or are we just going to sit here in silence?
I wish I was kind of hoping to get some distilled alcohol, but I haven't heard back from the sheriff yet. So for now, nothing much at all. Sitting in silence, though, is not my plan. I'm sure we can find something to occupy our time. Like my little book here, as you know, I'm trying to learn. You can help me out with that.
Maybe I could add some instructive illustrations to your book.
In what way? Are you gonna draw little tables and stuff?
In a way.
I'm not
No.
quite sure if the book exactly covers that, boss.
Have you tried?
I'm willing to add another chapter.
Hand it over.
That over to Blossom.
Anyways, that's probably a good
And
fade
I
to black
start-
point.
I start drawing Marcus in one of the last few pages of the book.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my god.
Draw me like one of your French girl.
Nobody opened that book. Nobody.
Blossom does not trance that night.
Good to know. Please make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy. Okay, natural 17.
Okay, so you
Well,
don't
sick.
suffer a point of exhaustion this night. But you
Cool,
don't gain the
great, still worth
benefits of
it.
a long rest.
Yep.
Just 2 night owls.
I don't think. Yeah, I've only cast one spell.
And look where it led us.
Yeah,
What? Eyeless.
maybe it's better I don't have that spell slot.
Oh no. I flew too fucking close to the goddamn sun at night.
Should we start calling you Icarus?
I guess. Oh god, why is there bloom everywhere on the floor?
So after...
Why is he squirting everywhere?
All right. I'm gonna pull it back in.
I'm sorry.
That's what Blossom is. I'm.
They got misled. I was happy to work through that.
All of you.
I could not
Jail.
resist making
Jail.
a joke. I so
Bonk
could not
horny
resist.
jail.
Bonk horny
Horny
jail.
There's a reason why I didn't put either of the couples in the rooms next to Helu on the map.
Thank you.
But after
Safe
Yeah, like Sid
Same.
and Isla if we're gonna be doing anything.
You're
Safe
literally
from your
probably sitting on
sin.
different sides of the goddamn hot tubs sauna.
It's giving me like those 50s sitcom things where like the married couple has just like 2 beds next to each other. They're not like together. They just have a nightstand separating them.
Anyways, yeah, after your bath, which was very nice and relaxing after the events of the last 3 hours, something like that. turned in night. And that night, you have a dream, as per your request.
Oh, why do I
Oh,
say
no.
things? I just want to feel included.
Oh, sure.
You're being included now.
I think you have a nightmare. I
Great.
think with the stress of everything that's happening, you have a nightmare, which is you are on the edge island on which AstraZeneca is, looking out over the water. Is high in the sky, but it is barely a. And you watch as the ocean, bit by bit, is
Oh, great.
crawling closer and closer to AstraZeneca City. And I think you watch as it hits the shore and this frost seems to start climbing up over the grass, over sand, over rock, over grass, and you turn and you only to see the city overrun by the enemies from the Feydark. And I think
Hey!
leading the charge is a
Oh boy.
unfortunately very familiar face.
No.
It's Javid.
No.
Of course it is. And he looks at you, and there's no light of recognition in his eyes as he turns and chases someone down the street.
I chase after him.
You turn to chase after him, following turn by turn by turn. Suddenly you turn and he's not there anymore. But you're in an alley that comes to a dead end.
I turn around.
And there he is. Except this is, I think, the Javid that you remember. The warm smile on his face as he approaches, arms open, wide.
I take a step back.
Pauses. Isla, what's wrong?
And I think Ilif has heard that before. A lot. Just because Ilif, not the most emotionally open person, just kind of breaks a bit and moves forward to hug him.
And that smile is back as he envelops you in a hug and he's, see? Not so bad. And then you feel a blade
Oh,
between your shoulders.
I knew it was coming.
And I think you hear him say, I mean, this is your doing after all.
Oh.
And your lungs fill with blood, but also with a bitter freezing cold. And as your vision goes dark, I think you can see the visage of a woman taller than Chandria, with long dark hair that seems to fade into shadow. eyes like shards of black ice. She just grins.
Oh, I just let out a big ol' fuck you as that happens.
I think you tried to.
Yeah, it's a fuck it.
All that comes out is a cough of
The
blood.
vibes are there.
Yeah.
The vibes are there.
I think the last thing you hear before you wake up. How long can your Lady of Starlight hold out, I wonder? Let's see. Wait. Then you wake up.
I think Isla just wakes up kind of screaming, perhaps. Not screaming, but just like that. Not a pleasant waking up.
This sort of startled jolt that causes you to sit up.
Yeah.
Sort of a half scream that gets cut off.
Yeah.
But enough that it probably jostles Sedge awake.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You jolt up and Sedge jolts up with you, hand grabbing for the great sword. Putting like a channeling a divinity into it to make it glow, and like points at the door before going to you, Eilif, and says, "Eilif, what's wrong? Are you okay?"
Just
Oof.
Tee.
Isla flinches at that because that's just a little too poignant. Just a nightmare.
Oh. And Sedge will turn off the sword, turn off that divinity, and put it
Turn
back.
off the
And
sword makes it fucking
yeah, just
clear.
just
Fun
turn off the
nightlight.
sword. Yeah,
Lightsaber
nightly.
noise.
yeah. Who needs a nightlight when you can have a paladin with a channel divinity? And Sedge hovers his hands over your shoulders and says, "Is it okay if I touch you? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay."
I can't tell if
And
it was just my brain making it worse or if Queen Mab decided to fuck with me now.
oh boy, um, maybe Marcus is good at digging into people's brains, unfortunately.
I don't want anyone in my brain. It's nothing we can do about it now anyway.
Fair enough. Is there anything I can do? You need a hug, perhaps?
Maybe not a hug right now. I kind of just got stabbed in the back because of a hug.
Is it okay if I hold your hand?
Yeah, that's okay.
So Sedge takes your hand in his, and he takes his other hand and puts it on top of yours, making a hand sandwich.
Hand sandwich. That's so cute.
Y'all don't call them that? Maybe that's just my family.
I don't really call them anything.
The hand sandwich.
It's cute.
I don't know what to say. I'm not very good at this, and empty platitudes, I feel, don't mean much in the grand scheme of things, but I do want to let you know that if you want to talk about it, talk about anything, I'm always here for you.
You being
Right.
here right now is the best. It helps.
I'm glad to hear that. DM, what time is it?
I imagine it's probably pretty late. 2, 3 a.m.
Like, Okay, I was gonna say so late that it's early or so early that it's late.
Somewhere
Um,
right between there, I'd say. Those awkward
okay.
hours of past midnight but before dawn.
Um, would you like me to read you something? I believe I have an old uh book in my pack if you don't feel up to going back to sleep,
That would be great.
of course. And Sedge will get up and rummage through his items and pull out a very it's a leather book with words and stuff. It's a story. Looks very loved. Um, like weathered pages, all that stuff. Sedge has had this for a while, and he starts reading it, but it's more like he's just kind of reciting it from memory because a lot of times he's not even looking at it as he reads, quote unquote. He's just kind of holding Isla's hand and squeezing it every now and then and looking at them.
That's really sweet.
Yeah. And eventually, I think, sound of Sedge back into a dreamless sleep. But sleep nonetheless. And everyone except Blossom does gain the benefits of a long rest.
Woo!
Mhm.
Yes, even Helu gains the benefits of a long rest.
Interesting, yes.
Yes, yes,
Yes, interesting, yes.
yes, yes. So, ironically, Hellu's the most busy person while everybody's asleep,
Yeah.
Yeah.
while being the one most knocked out somehow.
I just
So
want to
she
say
does
that
great.
I want to say that the drawing that Blossom draws in the back of Marcus's journal is that one drawing Courtney did, but sans clothes.
Yep.
Hold on, let me find it.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, is it the dude
No, it's this
ripping
one.
Marcus or like
No,
whoa?
it's this one. It's that one, but no clothes.
Oh, okay, I see. I thought it was like the
Wait, hold
the
up, I gotta
dude
see
who
this
got
picture.
like
Yeah.
fucking stabbed. It was like grabbing at
Oh yeah, that one. Oh, definitely
Yeah, that
posing
one.
like that too.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah.
So mad cunt.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. It's gotta get Courtney's artistic genius in this
Oh,
campaign.
of course.
Yeah, unnaturally. Mwah,
Gotta add
chef's
it.
kiss.
Hope no one opens this book at all, please. Be scarred.
It's gonna be. It would be so fucking bad. Halu grabs it to like check something, and Marcus just goes.
Blech! Yeah.
No, no,
My
no.
eyes! My eyes! I'm blind!
Look.
Also, I
Please.
think Dylan died. I don't hear anything.
Yeah. The music box decided to be super fucky. So I have music going on my computer, so we still have background music for this stream. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Blossom wakes up, a little bleary-eyed. No, she
Wakes
doesn't
up.
wake
I
up.
thought.
Wakes up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, she like dozed
I
maybe for like the last like 20
think-
minutes before everyone woke up.
Probably one of those
I
like
think-
started dozing and then jolted awake.
Yeah. And then I think she started playing one-person chess with herself in the room. Because she's proficient with dragon chess.
I mean, Marcus could always play with you. He's up too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Marcus, you want to play some dragon chess? And then I think when Ilif wakes up from their nightmare, they just hear Marcus and Blossom shouting at each other, playing. She's like, "Fuck my fucking queen! Fuck you!"
That's not where pawns go! I know how to play the game! No, you fucking
I'm
don't!
tired of all your fucking weird ass Feywild rules. Okay, that's how you play chess.
It's dragon chess. It's different. There's different rules.
Blossom's trying to play that weird 6-dimensional chess or some shit like that.
Yeah, where the
Fucking looks
queen
up
can
the
move.
ceiling a la Queen's Gambit. Like,
The queen can make a horse move if it's less than 5 squares.
what does that even mean?
What?
The queen can move like the horse as long as she travels less than 5 squares in one move. So you can do like a little L. So you can do 3 up and 2 over.
I feel like they were chatting about it so much. They're like, all right, let's just move to another game. They play playing cards because I also have that. But then Blossom is fucking swearing up and down that he's cheating. Marcus is saying no, but he's most definitely cheating.
I can see the ace in your fucking sleep, Marcus.
You ain't seen shit. It's not my
Isla
fault you
wakes
can't
up to that. Isla wakes up to that truly in like the. Is that a sex thing? Is that a?
Marcus, I swear to God, if you do not give me that 5, I'm going to steal all
And
the
then-
cards and eat them,
and then
and
Isla's- and
no
then
one's
Isla's
going to
will-
be able to play Go Fish anymore.
And then Isla realizes, no, it's just them being fucking weird.
Yeah.
Why not? Why not? So yeah, it's a lot of back and forth of playing games and screaming at each other.
I think we figure out how to play Uno with Marcus's playing cards. And
Oh
we
my
just
god.
Oh my God.
They say no fish. I mean, no, like I don't have that to like the whole deck. That's not possible. You can not have the whole deck. No, I don't have it. No, I don't have it.
there's like we each have like half the deck in our hands. How do you not have a fucking 3 of clubs? I have every other 3. How do you not fucking have it?
There's definitely a point.
Becomes a game of who can deceive the other better.
I know Blossom's fucking lying because I'm detecting her thoughts. Okay, I know you have that 5. I'd be like,
How
hey, you got
dare
a 5?
you-
No.
How dare you just
Never mind,
fucking
yes.
assume? How do you fucking assume? How dare you?
Blossom is like no, and then like instantaneously in her mind, yes.
Like shit, fuck, shit, shit,
I
shit.
know- I know you're reading my mind, Marcus. You sexy bastard. Just try to distract him
Wait, hold on. I think we're
with
gonna
sexy
have-
Blossom JPEG.
hold on, I think Blossom attempts to counterspell one of his things at some point. It's an 18.
Wait, how do you
Please
know?
roll
I'm
to
casting?
see if you surge.
Uh, 19.
You don't surge, thank God.
But I used a spell slot.
You did use a spell
Oh
slot.
my God.
Great use of the spell slot.
Yeah.
Awesome
Do
use of the
we-
spell slot.
One
Yeah,
day,
anyway, we can move on with the morning.
perhaps have Blossom not have hubris.
Never. It wouldn't be
I
Blossom.
don't. It wouldn't be Blossom without hubris.
Perhaps one day.
No.
It's
That
part
is
of their
one
character
day.
development arc.
that is wishing for demons and devils to become friends.
That is too much. That's when pigs fly and a snowball forms in hell.
All right. After Marcus's morning routine of screaming at Blossom and Blossom screaming at him in turn, he would probably try to gather everyone around, wake them up for breakfast so they can discuss the plan or what can be the plan for this whole goblin thing.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, Helu's been on the floor all fucking night. Unless
Yeah.
someone moved her, she's been
No,
on the
no, no.
floor all fucking night.
He has the back to handle it.
Yeah, I feel like Hello could totally just sleep on the floor, no problem. If Hello could sleep that deep, just like on the floor, like they're good. Because I want to be able to
Yeah.
sleep like that.
I remember
Okay,
being
but
able to sleep
also
on the
Marcus
floor.
is old.
That's the thing. She has the back. She can handle it.
Wait,
I don't
what?
think she would want to.
Where are you
Anyways.
all gathering?
Probably for some
At
breakfast.
a Wawa.
Yeah, at the local Wawa.
Oh
here
man,
in
love
Westboro.
Wawa. The fantasy Wawa.
All right, so
The
you all
Wawa-
go.
we
You all
to
go
the-
to the
we
ever
go to the
shady.
Wawa stall. We go to the Wawa stall over by the hand, because they got the stalls there.
You all go to the
Yeah.
ever shady.
AKA Wawa.
It won't let me in. Let me in.
Over to the
Let
ever
me
shaping.
in!
Let me
There
in.
you go.
What's for brekkie today?
Um, yeah, you step in. In the morning, there is less people
Can
here.
we have like a full menu?
No, go fuck yourself.
Menu, please.
Honestly, to be a dick, Hello like walks in stretching like, morning guys. How'd y'all sleep? I slept great.
Isla is like just fucking dead to the world.
Damn.
I imagine that Ylith is like their head is pillowed on their arms as they're just like on the table, and then Sedge is just like slumped right into them, like fully just like leaning right on them,
You got
and
a
they're
long
both
rest.
like
It wasn't a good rest.
Yeah.
Damn, you guys
They're
need to
both
like go back to
snoring.
bed or something? You look like shit.
No, I'd rather
Blossom?
perish.
Blossom is doing her best not to look at Hello. She's still a little thrown off by what happened. So I think she's just like, perusing Marcus's journal, trying to seem distracted.
But, probably actually has some pretty bad bags under her eyes.
Yeah, she's fine.
True that.
It's
Plus
fine.
all the energy you exerted at screaming at Marcus this morning.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
All right,
Yeah,
let's get some
just, like,
breakfast
reading.
because we have some business to discuss.
Oh, Blossom, you okay? You look pretty beat too.
It was a long night. I'll be fine.
Hello, I imagine that you come in and say that, and Sedge like jolts up and is like, I'm awake. Like brandishes his sword.
I
Okay,
think
hopefully-
Hello probably like snickers like, damn, Sedge, what you got you riled up? It's okay.
What?
Hi,
Oh.
we're all here in a
Good
tavern. Morning.
They just need a little caffeinated drink. Hopefully this place has some. Hey, you have anything to put some hair on your chest, keep you awake?
Well, you'd certainly have coffee. Wouldn't be a farming
Oh.
town, farming village if we didn't have coffee for
Perfect.
farmers. That's 5 coffees or
For me, please.
Yeah, she
What?
could have mine. I don't drink coffee. Ugh, tastes terrible.
How do you usually have your coffee, Hello?
I don't like coffee. It tastes like ass.
Maybe you just haven't prepared it the right way.
I don't think it matters how I've prepared it. It just tastes bad.
I know when you're saying that, just imagine Hello just one time having black coffee and being like, "Ugh,
Like
never
straight
again."
black coffee.
Yeah. So that's what I'm wondering. Like, did you have it with some sugar, some milk, cream, or?
A little bit of milk, no sugar, but like it
I'll let you-
smells great. Don't get me wrong, it like smells great. That's why I wanted to try it, but like bleh. Tastes like
I think-
dirt.
I think like Marcus would let Helu have some of his coffee, which I think he has it more on the sweet side with like 3 fucking cubes of sugar and shit.
Ylith is drinking straight black with a shot of espresso.
Here, try it with some sugar. Maybe you'll like it a little better now.
you ask for it that way, and Amanda looks at you with like raised eyebrows and goes, "All right, you
sure?
really need it, huh?"
Yes.
And prepares it without further question.
I think Blossom gets an Americano with 2 sugars.
Whatever the fantasy version of an Americano is.
It's like a watered down shot, isn't it, or
Yeah.
something?
A Feyrunicana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marcus gets his with 3 sugars and lets Helu have a taste of it.
It's a water kana, like a water juice.
Nice. Yeah, which like she seems sympathetic. She can all tell that you're fucking beat to shit, except for Helu.
Yeah.
That she very graciously sets up sets up your coffee orders. She comes back and she goes, "Are you all right? Seems like none of you slept very well. Well, except for you. You are as bright as chipper as ever.
I try.
Quite alright,
Yeah.
you know. New place takes a little while to get comfortable.
Right, of
Truth be
course.
told, we're on the road so often,
Side
so
eye Marcus on that.
Right,
nothing to
of
worry about.
course.
Sure, once we get some coffee in us, maybe some bacon hello, huh? We'll be red as rain. Yeah, hello, try some of my coffee with the 3 put some sugar in it, maybe you'll like it better.
She like sniffs it and takes like a tiny sip. It absolutely, because I don't like coffee. Helu doesn't like coffee. Does the kid teenager thing of like
Fake
full
face.
like lemon face, like
Hello
no,
We need to
awful.
get, we need to get Halu a pink drink.
is definitely a bubble tea drinker.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Yeah, I'm about to put bubble tea into Hanavan.
That'd be
Yeah.
crazy.
We already put roller
You wouldn't even
derbies.
know that.
Okay, I got you. Hold on.
Okay, everyone, we have something to discuss, that being this whole goblin situation. I talked with the sheriff yesterday to get as much insight about it as I could. Blossom was with me, took some really good notes, very big notes.
Awesome Snickers.
um, and you know, they told me some things. Maybe this queen isn't as connected to these possible hags of this play as previously thought, or at least that's what the sheriff thinks. They did tell me that, you know, they come by, you know, once a week, twice a week, asking for payment. And the next time they're coming in should be in 2 days, and that I can confirm. I scried on our little buddy. And they do plan to come in 2 days to ask for more money. That is.
All right. So, are we going up there to beat him to the punch, or are we jumping him here and
That's what I
shaking him
wanted to
down?
talk about. Because I mean, there's 2 ways we can go about it. The first is maybe we wait and see for this, you know, this big group to come in. We intercept them, try to take them out. If we're lucky, maybe even keep one alive. If we do take them out, you know, it's probably a pretty sizable group coming in. So in that regard, it's less people we have to deal with. You know, when they're clumped together in an abandoned fortress or whatever, make breaking in a lot easier. Or we can go straight there and deal with a lot of them. They might be more surprised if we did that, because there is a high chance at least one of them might get away if we decide to attack them out in the open if they come in 2 days. They're pretty good at doing that by the looks of it.
Hmm.
Going to the fortress is the sheriff's preference. She'd prefer not to bring any conflict directly to the town.
And also going directly to it instead of waiting means that there's less likely of a chance that they'll be, you know, prepared for us, and we can actually strike at the heart instead of clipping the white pepper. You know what I mean.
Yeah. And, you know, we don't know if they have scouts that come down to see the goings-ons. We only just got here yesterday, so we might be safe. But going up there means potentially we're less likely to get to escape by undetected.
That is true. But yeah, besides that, I did warn the sheriff of a possible invitation to a play from our little buddies who are holding Nick Bottom. So hopefully the sheriff is good at keeping everybody away from that, at least here in this town. But yeah, besides that, the sheriff's given us permission to go ahead and deal with this camp and this Queen of Redwater, whoever they are.
Do we know? Did the sheriff say how far upriver the fortress was?
You guys know
Or
it's
no, Marcus found out.
about a mile.
Okay, so we could get there by today.
very
Mhm.
easily.
Yeah.
I say we go and get him now. I'd hate for people to get caught in crossfire.
No, definitely. If we did go with that first option, I was gonna recommend less to wait here in the town for them to pop up and more we run into them somewhere halfway.
They're only a mile away. I imagine we could find a spot to scout from about a quarter mile out, possibly.
We don't
Yeah.
entirely know. Do they take the road in? Do they come in through the woods? What's
Sheriff said that they do not take the road, if I'm
Oh.
remembering that correctly.
So there's a lot of area to cover,
Mm-hmm.
and we just might not see it, and we might not see them if they come in.
I mean, you're pretty good with scouting, Hello. If we did decide to go down that first route, it might be a case of us going a little ahead, not super close to the forest. I mean, to the fortress, and just seeing what traces of the regular path they usually take. I mean, they're probably creatures of nature. If they do go through the forest, they probably take a very similar route.
Yeah, probably would, especially if they don't think the villagers would follow them or try to hinder them in any way.
Mm-hmm.
There is one more thing as far as the woods route. The sheriff mentioned witnesses have seen
Oh yeah, that.
shadows in the forest near there.
Some weird shadow beings, monster things.
Helu has this moment of like of like, yeah, when it's sunny out, there tends to be shadows from things. But right? But it is on her face of so wait, what?
Like shadow people.
Shadow?
Imagine if it was like a monster but made of shadows or something, you know?
Can I make a
That
history
can
check?
happen?
Yes, you may.
Yeah. History check.
Can I
What's my
also make a
modifier
history
here?
check?
Like a 5, right? Yeah, hell yeah. +5.
Wait, we have the same history bonus.
Nerds!
Nice.
Nerds!
Listen, Ylith
Nerds
has
we
the
love.
Feywild history, and then I have the Prime Material Plane history. We got our bases covered.
Yeah, and y'all are nerds, and I love that.
Shit.
Well, I ain't got this history. I rolled an 8.
Oof.
I got what's 18.
8. With an 8. These, you know what at Marcus mentioned
Sorry.
are straight up shadows. Typically are found in what catacomb, lot of sort of neglected. They tend to be very dangerous. And drain the strength from the very strength and
Hmm.
Huh. Huh.
Oh.
These things are very dangerous.
No, you don't say.
Do I know any vulnerabilities that they might have with an 18?
well, you know they're considered undead.
Ooh.
Oh,
Smite!
Natch!
Undead. Okay.
I'm good.
Interesting. Hold up. Undead. Undead.
Undead, I'm about to kill these motherfuckers.
DM, may I ask how? Because I never looked into the stat of this, right? But how effective is holy water when it comes to undead when used against them?
water because I
Also, I presume light. You know, just making it so there ain't no shadows by
Mhm.
making it light.
So yeah, it'd be in our best interest to attack them during day.
Or
so
just bring a lot of torches.
what holy water does is actually water. If a fiend or undead is hit by holy water, it
Okay.
Mm.
And how much radiant damage are we talking here? Is what I'm wondering.
have a vial of holy water on you.
I can make holy water.
That's
How
so
the fuck
ironic.
can you make holy water?
That's so ironic.
I know.
Actually,
I
it says
imagine,
for,
like, to complete the spell, Marcus just has Sedge bless it real quick.
actually it
to
specifically
finish the spell.
says a cleric or paladin may create holy water by performing such a ritual. Ritual takes an hour to perform. 25 gold powdered silver requires the caster to expend a furnace.
Oh, okay. Because
Can't you just ritually cast ceremony and do that?
I have
believe it's a-
ceremony.
I believe that is a shortcut to it. Yes, but
Yes.
base D wise, cleric or paladin can holy water. It just ceremony.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that's what I'm wondering how effective it might be. You know, because
It deals
take the time.
like not an instant amount. It's 2d.
You cut out. What was that?
Yeah, you cut out a
It's
little bit.
not an insignificant amount. It's 2d6.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Put that on someone's
Yo, we about to make
weapon.
some holy water.
Yo,
But-
wait, guys.
But when throwing or like attacking quote unquote with holy water, considered an improvised weapon.
Okay, but what if? What if?
Can you put it on? Can you coat blades with it?
It is not an oil, so no.
What if, however,
We make holy oil.
Hold on. What if we soak a rag in the holy water and then
Make a holy water Molotov?
and then we like tied it to our weapons? Like, what if I tied it to like the blade of my halberd? Just saying, you know.
Dude, so funny.
I feel like that'd be less effective than just throwing it at something.
I could probably yeet shit real good.
Hold on, there's got to be like some sort of holy oil, right?
Alright, question. Why don't we
Not-
just
nothing
mix
I
it with
can remember.
alcohol and then make a holy Molotov?
I don't know if I can purify
Live it
alcohol.
up to your
though.
name.
It says it has to be water.
Aww.
Aw.
You touch one
Lame.
vial of water and cause it to become holy
No,
water.
no.
so-
I
That's
was
what I'm
gonna say
saying.
we
We
can turn
mix
the
it
moon to
in.
oil.
We mix it in to the alcohol. It will do less radiant damage, but we get AoE.
Something.
Okay,
so-
well,
the
what do
air's
we
on
fuck
red.
us up?
I don't know if I would let that work.
Hey, I said less radiant damage, but AoE holy fire.
God, man.
Can
Well,
say we
'cause,
didn't try.
I
You know-
have to ruminate on that because that's like in my head kind of mechanically. Because like
It'd be
yeah,
funny.
it would be funny. I have to ruminate on the mechanics of that.
Maybe we start like making the holy water so that we have enough to fucking power word yeet it.
If the time comes, you know,
Uh,
I wish we had enough time. I literally had the craziest fucking idea. Okay.
What? Say it.
Let's hear it.
The thing is, it would take a while for me to stockpile it, but it says I can do a vial of water, right? If I were able to get enough vials of water together to make like, you know, a nice little bucket full of holy water, I could summon
Oh my god.
a water elemental
Oh
made of
my
holy
god.
water.
A holy water element.
Elemental. Wouldn't that be freaking crazy? That'd be like the
Could
worst nightmare. I've been seeing.
ceremony bless a bucket of water.
Nope.
I don't think so. It says a vial, so
Oh.
it would be like I do a
Yeah.
vial at a time, added to a bucket kind of thing, which would take
Well,
forever.
I mean,
I will
I'm a
do. Hold
paladin.
on.
I could
Hold
just
on.
bless any water. Aw.
Hold on. The problem with either paladin doing it or Marcus doing it, is actually I looked at it. Ceremony and the base cleric paladin thing are functionally exactly the same. An hour first
Oh.
level spell slot. The sticking point is 25 gold worth of powdered silver. I know I am normally like very sort of blasé about components that cost money.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
I get it.
25 gold
That's all.
is my limit. Especially when
Yeah,
it's
that's all.
powdered silver.
Yeah.
Yeah, and none of
Oh,
us
Yeah, we'd
have
have to
like
get it from Neverwinter.
jewelers.
You'd
Yeah.
have to either get it from Luskin or from Mirabar, or any other big city. But the sticking point is getting that much powdered silver.
Yeah.
man, that's too bad. I'm actually curious.
Darn.
DM, what would you say you could sell holy water for?
Um,
Can we scam people?
No, not scam. You know,
No.
you
me,
could
me,
you
me
could
as Marcus.
reasonably you could reasonably sell it for 25 gold considering the cost of the ritual. However, you might piss off a couple of local churches.
Well, I was looking to sell it for more than 25 because it's 25 for the thing and also for the labor. You know what I mean?
Right,
I'm looking
but
to scam.
right, but
This is me, the
the
player.
reason why I'm like 25 minimum is because the ritual, meaning you don't actually have to expend any spell slots, cast it.
Mhm.
So maybe 30 gold, max.
Mm.
But again, you might piss off some local temples.
Honestly, bro, I don't think Marcus is that worried about his relationship with temples. Just something to consider for the future. Marcus is always looking to up the coffers, especially because Sedge loves throwing around platinums like it's nobody's business. So
We're
Marcus
rich. We
would
can
be the
afford
type.
it.
Marcus would be the type that the moment he gets access to the ability to make holy water, he has a fucking like.
He's got the river rats on it.
No, I can make the riverette sell holy water.
I feel like the
That's
session's
it.
over, Jen.
No,
Yeah, with
that's my.
the plan in place, right?
So okay.
Yeah, so
but-
we're heading out today.
Yeah, we try to do some recon.
yeah.
All right.
That always works.
Okay.
Before we really
Recon
decide.
today.
Yeah. Get as close as we can. Try to spy on them. See if we can't learn anything else. Like their numbers, that's very important. Marcus would say he saw about like 10, 15 goblins and like 4 bugbears, something like that. So there might be even more than that.
Like
We
that.
might be able to take out some of the shadows too, because thankfully my weapon, my halberd, is both silvered and technically magic, so I can hit.
Mm.
I
My
can
sword's also
finally
magic.
hit ghosts. We will not have
Hey.
another wisp problem.
Hey, so Marcus and Blossom, if they ever want to get hitched, let me know because I can cast ceremony
Oh yeah,
for the
very-
wedding rite.
I also have that for Sedge and Ilif.
That's so funny.
Yo, y'all should get married and then widowed a bunch of times. I'm just saying.
I think it only
Just so
works
you
like
keep
once or something.
A creature can benefit from this right again only if widowed.
Oh yeah, you know what? I think I did bring that to you as like a crazy character concept kind of thing.
Me?
It was someone. I imagine it was you. Where like
Anyway,
imagine.
hold on.
Yeah,
This
we'll talk
is the
about
end of
after.
session. Let me wrap up session.
I want to do some recon
Yeah.
if we can.
It is getting pretty late though. It's almost night.
Yeah.
For those of us on the East Coast. Hey,
For those of us on the East Coast, so I am with a plan in place to head off very shortly, tackle the goblin problem. All of you having a rough night, set off. And that is where I'll stop it. Go ahead and stop the recording.